Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you Nitte KBL Kaun Banega Udyampati Contest 2021, the second contestant, Dhwani Life Sciences.
Respected jury, I am Saujanya from Dhwani Life Sciences Private Limited. This is Prasanna Hegde from Dhwani Life Sciences Private Limited. Let me share a short story with you. A story of a patient who was consulted by our founder, Dr. Vishal U.S. Rao, who is a head and neck robotic oncologist. This patient had some health issues and he hailed from a village in Karnataka. This patient was asked to use a track tube because of some health conditions. A track tube is basically a device that is inserted into the throat by making a small hole. This patient had gone back to his hometown from the hospital and he was asked to use a suctioning machine. A suctioning machine basically pulls out the mucus out of the track tube so that it doesn't get blocked and does not create any infections. On one such occasions, this patient wanted to clean his track tube, but unfortunately the suctioning machine was not working. In a hurry, this patient wanted to reach out to the nearest primary healthcare center, but by the time he reached out to the primary healthcare center, this patient lost his life. This is just one case that we are talking about. There are many such cases that we find across India and also all over the world, where a simple device like a track tube may result in death. Talking about the market that we're addressing. A track tube is used by patients who go through stroke, trauma, accidents and head and neck injury, throat cancer, and 25% of all ICU patients use a track tube in a day-to-day basis. So the market that we're addressing is quite wide. Let me tell you, more than 1,200 people go through accidents, road accidents, and some people die on spot. And 10% of these road accidents end up in tracheostomy in an ICU. Coming to strokes, the moment I'm talking right now, there might be a stroke happening. Every 20 seconds, one stroke case can be found in India. So just imagine the market that we're addressing. We just can't put any number into this market. In India alone, we can find a range of 2,000 to 50,000 cases of tracheostomy in India alone. That is why, to address this problem, we have come up with an advanced version of a track tube which does not require any suctioning. This track tube comes with two tubes, the inner tube and the outer tube. So cleaning a track tube is as simple as removing the inner tube, cleaning it and putting it back into the throat. It is as simple as that. Let me highlight a few salient features of this track tube. It is cost effective. When used with a regular suctioning machine, a suctioning machine alone costs around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees. So since our device does not require any suctioning machine, the patient and the hospitals can save the money that they wanted to spend on the suctioning machine. When the track tube is on the throat, when it is installed in the throat, the patient cannot speak. He or she has to talk using sign languages or written languages. But we have designed our prototype in such a way that a speaking valve can be installed onto the track tube so that the patients can speak very easily. This is the solution that we are addressing. Our founder is Dr. Vishal Rao. He is the inventor of this track tube. He is a head and neck robotic oncologist. Dr. Prasanna Hegde that we have here is a speech and language pathologist and is the Chief Technology Officer of Dhwani Life Sciences Private Limited. Our co-founder, Mr. Shashank Mahesh, is an expert in manufacturing and handles manufacturing.
Very innovative product, but you say that it solves the two problems. One is it enhances the speech capacity of a patient when that instrument is inducted to the neck. Second is a cost effective. What is the comparative cost of the existing product and a new product?
So existing product will cost around 5,000 rupees and our product is planned to launch at around 2,500 rupees.
50% less than the existing one.
Yes.
At what stage is it validated by experts that it performs that function that you are telling now?
Currently we are at lab prototype and we are ready to manufacture the first batch for our biocompatibility testing.
The market is very big. That also means there will be a lot of players, isn't
That's
it?
right.
And when you're saying it's an advanced stage of, that's a word you have mentioned, isn't
It is
it?
an
It's an
advanced version
upgraded
of-
or advanced, isn't it? When we are talking about advanced, when we are talking about a mass market, huge market, don't you think there are players who would have already invented, or how effective are we going to be there?
Okay. So I've been practicing in this field since around 6 years, and I've been seeing multiple players in this segment. So what we have seen is that there are a lot of loopholes within the tracheostomy tubes in terms of the suction requirement, the blockage, and the usability of the tubes itself. And the current standard products are also delicate, and multiple times if you use it, it is going to get damaged. So that is the solutions which we are providing in terms of reduction in the suctioning, and also as equivalent to not having requirement of suctioning at all, as well as a sturdy product for it.
Can you list out 3 important unique features of your product?
The first one would be definitely it is cost effective, and the second one would be, since it comes with 2 tubes and the cleaning is very easy, a separate device, a suctioning device is definitely not required. And the third most important one is it comes with a speaking valve, so that patients can speak when the tube is inserted into the throat.
My second question is, have you done clinical trials in a wide range?
So right now it is at the lab prototype stage.
And the last question, what are the legal requirements for you to really, launch this as a product in the market?
First is biocompatibility, and clinical trial results would be required for us to get any legal clearance for this product.
Yeah, you spoke about without suctioning machine being there, somebody is dead. But then what if that inner tube doesn't work? It's the same case, right? You're just replacing a machine A with machine B.
Whenever inner cannula doesn't work, you just have to remove it, clean it, and put it back to make sure that whatever block is there in the inner cannula is taken out. If even with the inner cannula, if you're not taking it out, then the problem will not be solved. So you have to take it out, clean it, and put it back. That becomes a cleaning.
Yeah, I mean, will that be, the person himself will be able to do it? Otherwise, anyway, he'll be struggling to breathe, right?
That's right, sir. So it is whenever we put a tracheostomy tube in the hospital, we make sure that we educate the bystanders or family members.
Okay, just looking at the commercial angle to it, right? I mean, you said that market it's available for 5,000 rupees and you're trying to make it at 2,500 rupees. Any big player, any pharma company, for them it's very easy to get there. So how exactly you're going to position yourself when you want to compete with the big players?
That's right, sir. The one uniqueness about team is that we have medical fraternity with us, marketing as well as manufacturing specialty, which are working together. So that has been the problem with any kind of manufacturing companies or pharma companies, where they may not have lead from the medical front, and we understand the ground realities in a much better way than any of the commercialized companies, where what is the need, what is the problem for a person who is not able to afford, what is the problem they come back, and what are the kind of emergencies, and we are committed towards preventing preventable deaths because of these kind of issues.
Just to summarize, your technology is not validated, you're not taken patent yet, no clinical trials. So maybe it is too early to talk about sales strategy, but I would like to know what do you have as a sales strategy?
So we have a team of specialists in terms of manufacturing, where we have already done some of the work in the manufacturing segments, and we have the capacity in terms of production, manufacturing, and our clinical trial in terms of medical fraternity who is going to use it. So with that, I think with the production we should be able to manage all the stages of production coming to market stage, sir.
Okay, I'm asking about the sales strategy. How do you plan to sell your product? Whom will you sell it to?
Sell it to hospitals? Or
Hospitals, yes.
I find it more of equipment. I don't find any convergence between a med and a tech here. So why are we here for?
Okay. I think it's a very difficult question for me to answer as a medical expert. But what I see as a technology is vast area where it requires any kind of equipments used with an intention. with different arrangements, with different assemblies, with different kinds of products like plastics, air filling and other things. So with those things, I think it will fall under technology, as in medical technology perspective.
Like I said, it's a good product, but I wouldn't qualify this as a medtech.
Your product comes under critical care equipment.
That's right.
It is very, very important also. But again, question is, can you make it?
Uh,
What is
we
the
have the
capability of making this product? You are fully prepared, or you have to some more expertise in your team is required?
We have all the expertise we require, sir.
You can make profit also.
That's right, sir.
Very good. All the best.